Robotics has been an exceedingly prevalent and growing field in the past 2 decades. We have seen the impossible become a reality through the use of robotics. We have been researching for years on how to make robots work better with us and coined the term collaborative robotics. But what about robots working together with other robots? There isn't a term for this, so let's just call them Collabobots. Collabobotics is a concept that is surprisingly still in its infancy stages, with some of the most notable breakthroughs happening only in the last 5 years. Let's take a look at some of these breakthroughs. Let's say, for example, we have a standard 4-wheeled robot. His name is Carl. Carl is trying to get from where he is currently to the goal. Carl is equipped with a few gadgets, including a LiDAR. A LiDAR is a combination of the word light and radar, and detects everything in front of him, including open space, obstacles, and walls. Carl also has a built-in high-accuracy GPS, aka a global positioning system. This allows for him to figure out his position and the position of the goal. Carl has no information about the maze he's about to go through. Because of this, Carl does not know the best path through the maze. Let's see how long it takes for Carl to go through the maze. As you can see, it took a while for Carl to get to the goal. Now let's give Carl a better pair of eyes. Carl's new eyes are named Bessie. Bessie is a quadcopter with some interesting equipment of her own. She has a high-resolution depth camera which contains the same technology as a Microsoft Kinect, just in a more compact and powerful package. Bessie will now use her depth camera to create a 3D map of the maze and send it over to Carl. Carl now knows the whole map. Carl then feeds this map data to his path planning algorithm that generates waypoints that he can now follow. Carl can now use this GPS to figure out the shortest path from his position to the first waypoint. Let's see how fast Carl goes through the maze now. As you can see, Carl was able to go through the maze a lot faster than when he had no knowledge of his surroundings. In nature, there are a lot of examples of animals working together. Ants work together to build bridges in order to get across small streams and branches. Fish swim together in schools in order to swim longer and decrease the likelihood of being attacked by predators. Birds fly in a V-shape in order to become more aerodynamic, which allows for them to fly for longer periods of time. All of these ants, fish, and birds use swarm intelligence in order to complete their respective tasks. Swarm intelligence is the idea that each individual has a simple set of rules to follow, and using a constant feedback system can complete these tasks in large groups. Here we have a large amount of small microbots. These microbots are capable of forming into small shapes based on black and white images given to them. These robots can do 3 simple tasks: edge follow along other microbots, keep track of where they need to go, and keep track of their current location and orientation. 4 microbots are used for a start position, and once the command is given, they will start forming a desired shape. Let's see them make a triangle. Now isn't that nifty? For our next example, let's make a company called Goatbotics. They specialize in the creation of large robot goats. Why, you ask? Because WPI wants new tour guides. These goats are very heavy and cannot be handled safely by humans. Because of this, Goatbotics bought several industrial arms to handle the final robot assembly. To begin, the parts are fed to 4 robots. Robot A attaches the goat's head, and Robot B and its C attach to the goat's legs, while Robot D holds the goat's body. The goat is then flipped around to complete the assembly. Following that, 2 robots can be seen working together to complete the robot assembly through welding. Once completed, it's up to the goat to decide if it passes inspection or not. The use of Collabobots are not only revolutionary, but they also pave the way to a brighter future. The concept is still very new, but the possibilities are endless.